Welcome to Monroe, Louisiana, Malone Stadium, home to the ULM Warhawks, and fans have been getting ready for this one pretty much all week. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the UL Monroe Warhawks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Warhawks will kick it away to start. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. So Georgia's offense will get the first possession of the game. And here's the man they'll try to feed the football to no matter what the coverage looks like, Jesse.
He's their best player on offense, and I like the way this coaching staff moves him around and tries to create good matchups to take advantage of, David.
And that makes it so hard to defend. When a receiver lines up in the same spot every time, I can bring extra coverage. Man, use this guy all over the field as a weapon of mass destruction.
That cornerback putting his face in the fan, I love it. Coming up quickly, making a tackle in space.
Wants to throw. It's back. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Touchdown, Warhawks. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return.
Oof, and after that pick six, not the start this quarterback wanted. You're going to have to be really good about having a short-term memory and just turn the page. There is tons of football here to be played. You made a big mistake on that last throw. Don't let it beat you for the rest of this football game. You've got a lot of ball left to play. You've got to keep going.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes in offense, you're hoping the run fake is going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Georgia lining up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets it away from his own end zone. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. The Warhawks offense will have its first possession of the game. Couldn't ask for better field position for this offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Wide open downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Headed to the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, UL Monroe.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Coming out with it, it's Smith. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense has it. Everybody reverse skate. Touchdown, Warhawks! The defense takes matters into their own hands.
What a nice job by the defense. Not only getting the football out, the awareness to scoop it up. I got space, get up the field, a little caravan to the end zone, making the big play. And this offense in game one, man, not only do you give up the turnover, you give up a touchdown, and you haven't scored that many points. They got to get it together.
They're out there to kick it off. The return team must rivet that ball to their rib cage. Can't afford another turnover. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Louisiana Monroe has the edge. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Line getting set on second down. Just feeds the running back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Georgia comes quickly to the line. He'll throw on third down. Caught near the sticks. It's Bell. Still on his feet at the 45. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Got it in the middle. It's Delp. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. He'll just keep slinging it. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be third down. To the air, it's back. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Splits the uprights right down the middle.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg. 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. UL Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Didn't help themselves much on first down. Let's see what they've got on second down from the 20. Sends it downfield, and it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Snagged in the middle, it's Davis. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Coming after him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, the defense just needs something positive to happen. They're trailing in this game. A turnover would be massive for momentum right now, and a nice effort defensively, getting a hand on the ball, knocking it down.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Throws to the wideout. Got it past the marker. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And it's first down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash. And he missed it. No good. Well, the field goal didn't quite make it through, but still an 18-point game. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. No shot at a return. It's out in the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right, that pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different looking football game.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Going to try to get it himself. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to two. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
At the 45 on his way. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. The Warhawks are flying down the field. Looking down the middle. He's got it. Knocked down immediately, but they couldn't stop him from getting the big gainer to the 30. They've got a 1st and 10 as we're inside a minute to play here in the third. He's looking to throw it. Pocket starts to collapse. Nifty little dance step. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this third and short. Steps away. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Fires to the middle. He caught it. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Louisiana Monroe has the edge. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. And the Warhawks trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Pressure. Touchdown, UL Monroe! And the beatdown has ensued.
Game one, you want to come out and put drives like that together, score a bunch of points, and especially at home. Give your home crowd something to get excited about. They have today. They've been jacked up, and they're going to go 1-0.
And right down the middle. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Georgia, 3.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. The sure hands. It's Etienne. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game. Now on second down. They're going to throw it again. Grabbed in the middle. It's Humphries. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
29 Philly, 2-9-50.
They'll throw it on first down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's second down. Back to throw, it's Beck. Looking to the big tight end. It's complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21. With this third and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And they get him again. This is a offense that you expect them to protect their guy. I mean, he is a dude that you know if you give him time, he's going to make plays. But this defense is making sure he's not getting that time.
He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The offense burns his third and final timeout of the half. On second down, he'll let it fly. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
As a defense, a lot of times you're coming into the game and you're just trying to limit the damage when you play a really great quarterback. And they've done more than that today. They have dominated this football game. The offense has carried their weight, and this is looking like a great outcome.
Perhaps their punter is injured. Perhaps they don't like to punt. Perhaps they hold an inherent bias against kicking the ball to the other team. Whatever the reason, they'll go. Fires toward the end zone. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. Looking to move it through the air. Throws for the tight end. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bailey. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Final pass falls to the turf, and that'll be the ball game. A little sports history, David. Upset is the only horse ever to defeat Man of War. And that's why we call games like this an upset.
I really had no clue that was a real thing. But I do know this is an upset. This team was unranked, beat a ranked team. But you went out and got your respect. You gained it now. Let's build on this throughout the season. One win, great win. Now let's go ahead and build some momentum in the future.
Reese, some might say you're not a one-trick pony with that reference. And obviously, this was the team, the unranked team, that had the horses to get this thing done. Too much firepower, just too much explosiveness on offense, great defense. What a tremendous win.
That's going to do it for... Welcome to Monroe, Louisiana, Malone Stadium, home to the ULM Warhawks, and fans have been getting ready for this one pretty much all week. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the UL Monroe Warhawks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Warhawks will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. So Alabama's offense will get the first crack at it here. And here he is, one of the best receivers in the game, and he just commands attention, both from the defense and from the fans.
Yeah, he's a guy you got to keep your eye on, and you're going to see him line up all over the field in this game.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them.
And he feels the heat coming in and burns him up. Another sack. And there is little that will send a home crowd into a frenzy like back-to-back sacks. 3rd and long coming up. Gets rid of it. Fires to the big fella. At the 35, he's got room. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Looking to throw, it's Milrow. Got his man on the outside. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give him a first down. Alabama quickly back to the line.
That's a real good-looking throw, and I know at Alabama recently they've had a lot of different quarterbacks, and they've also had a lot of different guys calling plays. But one thing that's never seemed to waver is how explosive the offense has been, and the big reason is because of the efficient play they've had consistently year in, year out at the quarterback position as well. They recruited extremely well. They coach these guys up, and this is a guy who loves football, loves the X's and O's, and you're seeing it translate onto the field right now.
And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Well, you saw this guy in all the highlights after that 4-sack performance his last time out. He's not resting on his laurels. He's hungry for more. Registers his first sack of the game.
Got it set up on the outside. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Lining up to convert 3rd down. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. Motion from the offense. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Gets open down the middle. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Looking to go up top on first down. Keeps the play, but now he's swallowed up and he'll be knocked down for a loss on the trick play. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball and they are ready to go again. Might be looking to run. Open space at the 25.
He does a really good job here. You want to get a huge play. You've got to push the ball down the field. You need a bunch of yards. But wait a minute. Now you can just tuck it, scramble, go get you a bunch of yards. Now put you in a great 3rd down situation. Real heads-up play by the quarterback.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama!
Well, your opponent can't beat you if you don't give them the football, and they were able to possess it throughout the entire first quarter, and they finally cap it off with that impressive rushing touchdown.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Alabama 7, ULM 0.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So UL Monroe's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And this one ought to be a ton of fun. A couple of guys who operate at an ultra-elite level.
Man, you just know you're going to get points today. Both offenses have great signal callers, great quarterbacks, so you know every possession, Jesse, really matters.
Yeah, this is a quarterback duel. Make no mistake about it. And honestly, this game could come down to which guy has the ball last.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. He'll try to do it himself. Obliterates him, still on the move. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. Right down the middle. Got him downfield. And he delivers the blow, and he's still running. Touchdown, Warhawks! What a catch and run for 6.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trail a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And he makes the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 58-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Adams. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Makes the grab outside. It's long. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Second down coming up.
Brings up second down.
He's looking to throw. He's got the back in the middle. Gets away from one. Finds some space. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Alabama!
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
UL Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right.
And he breaks into the open. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. After the misconnection, it's second down. He's looking to throw. It's caught. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. And the Warhawks come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. He's going to take off. No fear from this freshman quarterback as he picks up the first down himself. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. From the red zone, looking for a man. Trying to get to him. Got some room, headed to the goal line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. from the gun. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, UL Monroe.
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic, they got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
And the extra point splits the upright. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting.
And he's running in the open. The 10. Touchdown, Warhawks. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
And QBs love their big tight ends, and especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often in this one.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. LSU is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Death Valley for some time. They're up by 20 over the Pandas. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the one thing you can say about this defense, they pursue the football. The first guy might miss, the second guy might miss, but there's going to be more and more hats flying to the...
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play, just outside the 20. UL Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
Really nice play. When you talk about Alabama and their dominance on defense, especially in recent years, it all starts up front. You have to have disruptors playing on the defense.
All kinds of running room. Touchdown, UL Monroe. Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
How about him? Nice job catching the football and then turn it into a playmaker. Turn it into a small, wide receiver. The tight end shows off the ability to run after the catch, make a big play, and get the big touchdown.
Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they capped off the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 50 yards out. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. First down for this offense. They'll leave it with him. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Out of the gun, the inside give. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Louisiana Monroe has the edge. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. To throw, it's Milroe. They're trying to get to it. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Wants to throw on 1st down. Ball in the air, intercepted! Taking it the other way. The 30. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Trying to escape and get it himself. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he has vexed this defense with scramble after scramble, has another 1st down. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. And he's got it! Touchdown, Warhawks!
And with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. The kickoff unit about to go to work.
14.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
Got it in the middle. It's ball. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. He's going to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the 4th quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
Gets away from one. And the defense is there. He got away for a second, but not for long as they knock him down for a loss. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't. Looking for the end zone. Picked off. He'll try to take it back. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
Keyed up want them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. He wants to throw. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. The play action fake. He's going to run it. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He'll pull it down. At midfield, he's got room. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. They get the timeout called, 11 seconds remaining to play. The Warhawks will snap it on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the wideout. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. And here we go, final play of the game right here. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. They're able to make the stop, but a little extra icing on this winning cake in this one. The rankings, the odds makers, everything indicated that these guys had a big hill to climb. But they climbed it, they got to the top, and they get a landmark win.
And we know coaching staffs always do a great job trying to motivate their own guys and get them ready to play a ranked opponent. But David, to me, it looked like this team just wanted it more. They came out, they were the more physical team, and they did what they had to do at the end of the day to get this win.
And how do you gain respect? You want respect, you talk about our team's a really good team. You want to build on that? You beat good teams. That's what you do. You beat ranked teams that people think a lot of. This team pulls off the ranked upset, and guess what? Now what happens? You start to maybe find your team in the ranked spot.
That's good. Welcome to Monroe, Louisiana, Malone Stadium, home to the ULM Warhawks, and fans have been getting ready for this one pretty much all week. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the UL Monroe Warhawks. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Rebels will put total leather to crank us up. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. So the UL Monroe Warhawks offense is on the field for the first time today. There he is, the man who makes everything go, and they believe they're going to score every time they touch it when he's on the field, Jesse.
He plays with unbelievable confidence, Reese. Always knows where to go with the football. The entire playbook is at this guy's disposal.
Yeah, which is so much fun for a coach, so much fun to play with him, a guy that can do everything. Everybody on the field is active in a weapon.
Breaking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. Getting some heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. They really got this offense humming. Just the fourth play of the drive, and it's first and goal. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, UL Monroe. You want to talk about coming out and setting the tone and making your presence known immediately.
And every coach talks about it all during the week, how important it is to start fast. But coming out and executing is another thing. Great start for the offense.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Rebels offense will take the field for the first time. And what a matchup between these two guys. I know they'll never go head-to-head, but David, you know they're trying to one-up each other.
No, this is head-to-head, and I'm watching everything you do, and I'm going to try to do it better. So I'm interested to see if anybody makes some mistakes and presses a little bit, knowing that dude's on the other side of the field.
You're right, David, because you know these guys are competitors, right? This is going to feel like a video game. The scoreboard is going to be lit up.
Back to pass, it's Dart. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. And the Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Gets it out quickly. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off-play action on first down. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. A third and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row. And the Rebels decide to punt it away. And that is an excellent punt as it lands out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Comes out throwing on first down. Feeling some heat. Can't get him to the ground. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Louisiana Monroe has the edge. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They're backed up just a little, 1st and 10 from their own 19. Looking to move it through the air. What a job to lay out and make the catch. How about the tight end showing the athleticism and diving to make that grab?
It's so nice as a quarterback, Reese, to have a tight end who's athletic and can make the play when it's not a perfect throw.
Woo, boy, this freshman quarterback has a hose. Did he sing that thing in there? They'll throw it on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. On the move at the 30. And he's finally forced out of bounds. Another first down, and he has just been running wild on this defense. Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on first down. He's going to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Warhawks! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score. Now that's the way to bail out the rest of the team. Start with with bad field position put together a drive anyway.
And very confident. You can see the quarterback just had a bit of a swagger, Reese. He was like, look, all right, we're starting deep in our own end. Special teams didn't help us out, but we can fix that right now, fellas. And they went out and looked so good on that last drive.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Kentucky was able to come away with the win, as they have in Lexington so many times before, but not without a few bumps along the way. Man, nothing in college football is easy. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. This offense has a second down play. Back to throw, it's Dart. And the timing just a hair off. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. They'll try to get the first through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Harris. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. To the air on first down. Find space on the right. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Wells. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. That completion delivers a first down. He's looking to throw it. Got it behind the line. It's Bentley. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. The Rebels are threatening in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Second down now after the sack. He's looking to throw. He wants to go deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here. You go to halftime feeling really good about things. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. UL Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down if I get...
Makes the catch on the left. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, UL Monroe. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll give it to the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, you've had yourselves one great broadcast so far today there in Monroe.
And the Warhawks will kick it away to crank up the second half. Let's see what he can do with the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Got room at the 35. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. And the Rebels will hustle to the line.
Man, that is so tough. When you play defense, you get your eyes on your keys and you got to read them, but sometimes they lie to you. You can see the little misdirection by this offense. Fooled the deep.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Rebels! What a grab and go for the score.
Now, a lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. And you can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. I know they've put up really good numbers on offense, but David, they're starting to feel a little game pressure right now.
Exactly. That's...
Oh, look out! He's at the 20. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Warhawks!
We know this offense can score points in a variety of ways. You saw it in the first half, and here we go in the second half. They're explosive. They've got playmakers all over the field, and they waste no time putting up another touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some fires into traffic. Intercepted. Touchdown, UL Monroe. How about that D coming up with a play like that? What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. Fielded in the end zone, it's White. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. From the gun. Give on the inside. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They move the tight end all over. The give on the inside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Dropping back, it's Dark. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. The Rebels line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Running it back, it's Davis. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. UL Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a